of support in the state. That's how many legislators they have, and those are the people who are drawing the maps. So everyone's getting proportional representation. Under Prop 4, the difference is it was going 50-50. So it was disproportionate right out of the gate, and also purporting to give authority to someone who wasn't the legislature, who legally didn't have that. And so, here we are all these years later. We've had a lot of litigation, court decisions on Prop 4. The latest in November, saying that a judge was decided that she was going to choose a map for our congressional districts drawn by a plaintiff in a lawsuit. Now, that plaintiff did not have the authority to choose the map. The judge didn't have that authority. This is an authority that rests in the legislative branch of government, because that's the branch that we elect that represents us. It's not in the judicial branch. So this was a judge taking a power that did not belong to her branch of government. So this has been something that I'm really passionate about. We're putting the decision to Utah voters. We need signatures. This is a final week. We got to get this on the ballot for November, and it gives Utah voters the power to decide: do they want Prop 4, or do they want the legislature to get this power back? And I think it's pretty obvious where I stand on this. But we really, this is a priority item. The last day is Saturday, but we need you to sign as soon as possible, because there's processing time on these booklets now. That's because of some legal changes that happened last session. And we need to get the signatures in, and we need everybody's support. So, we can go into some more discussion if you'd like, or we can...
we just need to make sure that everybody gets out there and signs.
That's right.
It's critical that everybody gets out and signs. We have a special interest group that has come into our state that's funding this. We have an activist judge that has usurped that authority, because that authority does not rely in the judicial branch. That is in the legislative branch. And we have this problem across the country where we have activist judges kind of usurping that authority. And the legislatures, not only federally, but also within the state, have got to claw back that power and say, okay, there's 3 equal branches, but there's specific roles within those branches, and you can't go bleeding into everybody else's stuff and doing it for them. We have legislators for a reason. They're elected, and they get up there and they create the laws. They create the districts. It is not the judge's place to create law, to create districts. They can decide whether something is constitutional or not,